Stella's cleaning up some milk. 174 people. Oh, that's a delay. All right, let's see. Hi, Lori, Debbie, Cowperson, Cheryl, Typo Queen.
Coming through.
You are doing this on purpose.
No, I am not. You put the feeder back here.
You did not.
I missed.
Yeah, no you didn't. You got me.
Hi, all the new people, the lurkers. We know you're out there. Gotta say hi to them.
Hi, Chris, Laura, Linda, Lyd, Jeanette, Susan, Miss B. Ooh, you zoomed on me. Oh crap, I zoomed on myself.
Zoomed on yourself.
How do I undo it? Now everybody can see. Oh, I undid it. I don't know what
Let
I
me
did.
have this,
Here.
please. Thank you.
Hi, Nellie, Judy, Sandra, Tina.
Great angle.
Chris, he made me work out. I'm tired and sweaty and I need a shower. And instead I have to do the barn. Hi, country girl, Vicky, Carrie, Cindy.
Okay, one more bit of hay and I'm sitting down.
Brenda C. Hey, Emma. What are you doing, Stella? Oh my gosh. Oh, Chris, that's not good. I'm sorry. Little Stella's here. She got some milk. Woo! I got hay down my shirt. Hi, Faye. Ooh, hi from the UK.
Oh, it's late for them.
Don't do it again.
I'm going the wrong way though.
Okay.
I need to put this. No, I already filled that one.
Corner one?
Corner one, yep.
Alright, you want me to let the big girls in?
You could, yep.
Alright, big girls are... Yes, it's time for bed.
Alright, we actually did the whole barn instead of splitting it in half because we know sometimes these can go kind of late, which we like, we don't mind. We just don't want to have to work the barn afterwards.
Hi, Poppy. Girl, Danny.
Oh.
Hi, Danica. So, come on, Danica. Good girl. Keep going. Oh, good girl, Poppy. Come on, Danny. Oh, you got a big waddle going. Moo, stay in. Come on, Danica, Grace. Good girl. I don't know why you waddle when you're not pregnant. Keep going, girlfriend. Oh, she's silly. I got hay in between my squat and my push. Okay, are you ready? Oh, for crying out loud. He's got to go see Mabel. Alright, well, I'm stuck with just me for now. Let me see if I can get into my chair without killing myself. Alright. Oh, I gotta get comfortable again. Alright. I love how YouTube flags everybody who says swanky. We have to click unhide because they think that you guys are being naughty. Hi, Sue. And Jan. Oh, Susan, I showed if you scroll back a few minutes, I showed a video of the three, of Bear, Uno, and Apple in their new home. And Bear was rubbing his leg on his owner's leg, his head on his owner's leg, while Apple and Uno looked on. They're gonna take a minute to settle in, but Bear is not shy by any means. So, yeah, she's, they need time to settle in, but Bear, nope, right at home. Let's see. If Sadie photobombs tonight, Please give her a kiss. If she doesn't pull my hair first. Are you ready yet?
Yep.
Just getting the word out.
Yeah. Just letting other people know that we're going live. In 3, 2, 1. So,
Hello!
hello, and welcome to Q&A with
I
LNA.
Probably just blew
Oh yeah, we
their
have
speakers.
we have the audio pretty loud for you guys tonight.
Sorry.
Oh, I do need my phone, and not the house phone, which we'll be using in a little while. This could
Really
be,
the farm business phone?
yeah, could be quite interesting.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I am drinking a bucket of water because we did get on the Peloton for the first time in like 2 months.
Still have the same face I did 20 minutes ago when you
I still have the same gut. It didn't go away. It's
How
still
come
there.
it seems like I can gain weight overnight, but it takes, I mean, I'm serious. I
It's
can
just-
gain 5 pounds overnight, but that 5 pounds is not water weight because you think if you just peed a lot the next day, it'll all go away. No, it
Yeah.
sticks. It sticks. It's sticky.
It's sticky.
It
Yeah.
doesn't just fall
It's just
off.
like money. It takes forever to make it, but you can spend it pretty
For
damn
a
quick.
hot minute.
Stella! Hang on. We gotta lock
She's
her in the
not gonna
barn.
go anywhere.
Hang on. Stella, come here.
Stella!
Come here. Get it.
Stelly! Stelly Belly!
Come on. in the
Come
barn.
here, pup. Stella.
Oh.
Ooh, she being naughty. You should see Stella in the gym, though. She is a couch potato.
She's like, why are we in here?
Why are we working out? I don't do this.
She's like, why are we in here? What are we doing? All right. So, yes, today is live call-in show, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an idea how that's going to work.
Okay.
So this is our little
Why
phone
don't you tell
here.
me how it's going to work?
So this is our phone here. I've already provided the phone number to the moderators, so they will end up putting the phone number in the chat when I give them the sign.
Is it actually plugged in?
Don't tell me you broke it.
I didn't touch it.
Yes, it's plugged.
Oh, now it's plugged in.
We had a little plug problem. Okay, it's
Now
plugged
it's plugged in.
in. Okay, give it a minute.
So can you actually
Well,
wait, I got a question for you. Can you
Yeah.
actually pick up the call, put it on speaker without touching this? Like, can it still sit in
No,
the
we're
dock?
gonna pick that up and we're not
Oh,
gonna
so
try
we
that.
might run out of battery pretty fast.
No. We'll pick it up, put it on speaker, and throw it right back on.
Okay.
Talk for a little bit. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. There's only a couple people that are going to get through on the live call-in
Yeah.
part because most people are going to get a busy signal. That's
Are
if,
they, or is
if-
it gonna
or
ring
nobody's
in?
going to call because they don't care. They're just going to type their questions in. Which, by the way, none of us are looking at questions in our phone. There you go. So you can definitely still put your questions in chat. I figured we'll go through a couple questions. I know there's been a lot in the last few days. And then, and I forgot my hat. I feel totally naked without one. But, yeah, that's it. We got any questions? Any updates? Anything we want to tell them?
Oh, I'm sure I do, but I forgot.
All right. So have you seen any questions go by? I
No,
saw
we're all
one.
talking about weight gain and how it's
Oh
because
God, it's
we
ridiculous.
dream of cake and think of cake, and I smell cake and I gain 5
So wait a second. I
pounds.
can gain weight just thinking of things that are bad for me?
No, you're not a woman. Us women will gain weight just looking at a cake at the bakery. Oh, yes.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, Stella. Well,
Should I hold it here for you? There you go.
a real man allows his dog to drink water out of his cup.
All right. So I heard a question earlier this morning. How much did Moo weigh? Roughly when we taped her for her.
I think she's about 120 pounds.
I would say
25.
most of them were in that 120, 130 range. Are you gonna leave any for me?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
maybe a little.
Our heaviest was 165.
Danica was
Yeah.
165.
Some of our babies, yes. Somebody asked how much.
60.
60 pounds. Who was that? Shrek or no?
No, so the thing is the tape measure.
Oh,
Shrek was 41 pounds when he got castrated, and unless he drank
he didn't.
20 pounds of milk,
Yeah.
the tape measure for him was a little off
Yep.
because I think he taped in at 50 pounds.
50.
I don't know that he drank 9 pounds of
Yeah.
milk, but we do all know how much milk he steals.
And yes, I don't care that she's drinking
How's
it.
that
I needed my
water?
water.
How is it?
I really don't care. This is
little,
called farm immunity.
No, that's just gross.
You wouldn't drink it?
Not without ice.
You don't care about dog slobber, but the ice.
The ice. Oh man, if it's not 32 and a half degrees, I'm not drinking it.
Yep.
That's why I have.
Oh, she does have a dirty face. Keep your face out of my cup. All right. What other questions?
I think if you knew where that face was recently.
Oh, get out of here.
Okay, so just wondering if you've ever bought goats from outside your herd.
Well, yeah, our first 4 came from outside. I'm sorry.
You're such a smart ass. Yes, our first 4. Because, yes, so Danica came from outside the herd.
Yep.
Cassie and Amy came from outside the herd. We didn't breed them.
Yep.
So our first 4, Cassie and Amy, Danica and Deandra, we didn't breed. Most of our herd is actually from, I guess, what you would say, outside the herd.
Right.
Greta, Poppy, and then the 5 we're keeping. Right? Those are the only ones that we bred here on the farm. Who else?
Greta has been here.
Greta
Poppy.
we bred here.
Yep.
Poppy we bred here.
Yeah.
Meaning that they were born here.
They were born here, right.
And then,
Danica, no.
No.
Deandra, no.
No? Deandra came here as an 8-week-old baby, but we didn't,
Right.
she wasn't born here.
True.
Who else? No, that's it. And then the 5 we're keeping. So,
Yep.
when I keep saying I'm very selective of who I'm keeping, and then
She doesn't keep many. Harper was born here, but hasn't been
oh,
bred yet.
Harper, that's the other one.
She was born here, but hasn't been bred yet. This will be her first year.
Right.
Yep, that was a good one. Have you ever had milk? Have you ever had a milk thief like Shrek?
Not that I can remember. Anybody else steal milk like
Not that I
bad?
can remember either.
The thing is the previous kids never off of Amy, but always off of Charlotte.
Yeah.
But all the kids used to. Last year's kids, she nursed them all.
Yeah. Why do the boy goats, the bucks outside, have longer hair than the girls? Is it just because we never trim them? Really?
Well,
their
they
hair?
don't. So not all of them do. So Giovanni sheds out really nice.
That's true.
And he's nice and short. He rubs.
Yeah.
I think it just happens to do with how they shed out in the spring.
Yeah.
They just, some of the breeds, like the Togs, because our previous Tog, remember, he
That's
was
a
like
good
Fabio.
question.
He always had the long, flowy
Yeah.
locks of yumminess.
So there was a good question that came through.
Oh.
When somebody calls in and we pick this up, will they have an echo on the phone?
No, they'll have a delay.
You'll have a delay. So what I would recommend, if you're going to try to call in,
Yeah.
mute the audio on your
side.
YouTube.
Right.
Call in, ask your questions, say whatever you want to say.
You'll actually hear yourself
You'll hear
talk.
yourself.
It'll be a little weird.
No, yeah, don't leave the YouTube on. Mute that.
Yeah.
Or turn it all the way down. And then you can always go back and watch it later. Like right after you hang up the call, you could
Right.
go back and then catch up to live or watch it when we clip it
I want to
out.
go back to that weight loss thing. Do you ever
Oh,
notice
Jesus.
that you lose your weight in the places you don't want to lose your weight first? Like your boobs, for example. I know we talked about boobs earlier. You lose it there first, it stays on your hips. I'm just saying.
Good thing it's 92% female audience. You know, YouTube tells me the truth now.
I'm just saying.
There's
Laura,
no Larry, not Larry's anymore.
Laura said it's straight to the hips.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, and it never comes off. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just making sure we didn't miss any questions from earlier.
I share ice cream with our dogs too, Tracy. We actually took Stella. Oh my gosh! Remember we took Stella to Salem Valley Farms. It's an ice cream place.
Yep.
They make like their own ice cream from their own cows. Anyway, really rich ice cream. Well, they offer pup cups, which is like a little soft serve vanilla small cup with a bone in it.
With a dog treat in it.
Yeah.
So we missed 2 questions.
Oh.
Rainy looks like she's changing colors. So you can explain what's going on.
So we addressed Rainy's color change. She's like the horse of another color, right?
Yep.
Or whatever what that movie was. Okay, so white fur in the sun gets sunburnt, and that's what color it turns when that happens. So white fur turns to like this
brown almost, like a light brown.
Yeah, it's like this burnt
Right.
color. The Togs have it too. It just looks like they went to the beach and got all sun bleached. Your hair does it too in the summertime. I know my hair goes lighter. Liv's hair will go lighter.
Yep.
Clinny turns like blonde.
Yep.
And that's just because they're in the sun all summer long.
So someone noticed, Sandra, I think it was, noticed that we went back to flakes instead of marshmallow hay, round bales.
That's just
Couple
gonna-
reasons
yeah.
for it actually. Big round feeder is not here because we still have babies, and Fiona got her head stuck. That was almost a very, very bad day, but we saved her.
I don't know if I trust it anymore.
So we didn't really trust it, so we got it out of here. So we were waiting for everybody to grow up, and so their heads aren't big enough to stick in, and then we'll put it back in and go back to round bales. In the big feeder, so we switched to square bales because they were easier to get right down the road. We picked up about 20 of them. We might get 100 more next week.
So the issue with getting
then-
first cut hay this time of year is that I don't want first cut hay that was cut last year. It's now over a year old.
Right.
So it's a fine line. You're like threading this needle of, all right, can we make our hay last long enough until first cut from 2019 has been baled or rounded and everything. You want to come up, don't you? So that's what we're in the middle of doing. So the hay that we got 20 bales of hay this past week to kind of hold us over, and that was just baled last weekend. And then we've been in contact with our round bale supplier, who hopefully, I sent them a private message, I think yesterday or today, trying to get on their schedule. But they're not quite ready. They haven't baled it yet.
So Jeanette, I think it was Jeanette, something like that. I can't read for shit. You guys know that. Sorry, bad
Getting
word.
a little.
Q&As are adults,
I said boobs.
Okay,
that
that's
doesn't give
true.
you free range decision.
Do the mothers seem to know babies are gone? No, not really. They're all doing pretty good. I caught Lucy doing a little
At dinner time?
Yeah, but it was dinner time,
Dinner
exactly.
time. So
I think
honestly, I
it's-
was most concerned about Greta just because she's so loud. I mean, when we
Right.
when Shrek left, she cried. It was like, this isn't even your baby.
Right.
So I was worried about her, but once she stopped hearing Uno cry, she went out and grazed.
Right. So I gotta explain. We mentioned about ordering stuff off our site. So we mentioned if you order a new lotion scent, which by the way, we're producing all of that this week. So those orders should all be going out quite soon. Labels are on the way. So by the end of this week, we should start producing, putting labels on, and shipping out later this week or early next week. So about within the next 7 to 10 days, all those orders should be going out the door. Some people are noticing, wait a second, I ordered an unscented and Swanky Sauce and a t-shirt. I don't have my Swanky Sauce or my lotion, but I already got my t-shirt. Well, our t-shirts are outsourced. We do all the designing and run the back end of the website, but when you order, it's called print on demand. A big facility, I think in Illinois, prints it for us and ships it directly to you. So you're right, your t-shirts will come in right away, but because you ordered Swanky Sauce with a lotion that we haven't even made yet, those two are being held here and then they'll be shipped out together.
Right.
So that's kind of what's going on.
If it's an emergency and you need your Swanky Sauce,
Which I saw somebody did.
did they then order your Swanky Sauce separately
Yeah, and then order your lotion.
order your lotion, because that's technically a pre-order
Right.
of the summer scent. Summer solstice is what? A couple days from now?
Couple days.
We
yes.
hope by summer solstice, the true summer season,
Right.
to have our summer scents by then.
And I did create a product on our website. It's kind of weird. It's like $6, $7, somewhere around there, and it's just extra shipping. For those of you that are impatient and you already placed
or need it for a gift,
need
or
something
didn't
right away,
realize, right?
and
Not
because
necessarily
somebody placed an order for like 7 bottles of lotion and like 2 bottles of Swanky, and some of that lotion we have because it wasn't new stuff. Some we don't. If you go in and if you're one of those people and like I did place an order, you know what? Ship what you have,
and then I'll take the rest.
and I'll
later.
take the rest later. Just go in and order that extra $7 worth of shipping, and we'll cross match it on the back end and make it all right and start shipping out stuff.
It's a
Needless
fly
to say, it's
fella.
7 to 10 days away, and it's like
Once
all the
they're-
orders are going.
Yeah,
out.
once they're made, it'll be mass exodus out the door.
Yeah, they'll all start going.
Yeah. Can we move on to another question?
Yeah,
or
go
do you
ahead.
wanna
Go
take
ahead.
a
No,
phone
no.
call?
That was it. Go on to a question, and then we'll have a test phone call coming soon.
Okay.
We'll test first, and then we'll drop the number in the chat. So.
Sandra asked, what is happening with the House of Pie? So House of Pie, he drew up some designs, and he's just waiting on my approval. And I have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and say, yep, that's what I want. And then we're gonna order materials, and we plan on actually here, we can have an announcement. We are planning a
Pencil it in. Pencil.
pencil it in.
Don't anybody show up.
No, pencil it in. There will be a Facebook event created, but we are gonna host a barn raising party, and it's gonna be tentatively the weekend of
July.
July
18.
something like
It was 18, 19, 20.
or 19, 20, 21, somewhere in there. And
Yeah,
for
it was
anybody who
20.
wants
the
to-
20th was the big day.
right, for anybody who wants to drive up and help out with that, you bring your camper, bring your tent. We're gonna have donuts and pizza and food and
Yeah,
stuff
we're
like
hoping
that
to
for all
build
the
this barn in like
volunteers.
2 days.
I'd love to have it built in 2 days. This took 9 months, so I'm a little apprehensive about that process.
Yeah, this will be different.
But yeah, that's where we are with House of Pie. Once the materials get here and we can organize,
Well, first, once she signs off on the design, the preliminary design,
right,
I don't need perfection at this point. The preliminary part, I can start figuring out if we raised enough money to even build it. That's step one.
true,
And then how short are we? What do we need to do? The contractor is actually coming tomorrow
right, to do
to
the
help
pad.
us with the site work, just to see what we have to do to get the site level. So things are moving.
Yeah.
I actually
Slowly.
have a House of Pie video I was working on, but YouTube tells me I put up too much content, so I didn't post it yet.
That's crap.
That's garbage. But yeah, so the House of Pie's
It's
in the works.
moving along, not as fast as we need it to, but you
Yeah.
know, that's life on the farm. So
All right, let's do this. Oh wow, that's fabulous. I wish I could come. Pie is perfect. Got it.
I'm way back at 8:28, so I'm gonna hold on to my spot here.
Oh, 8:28. I'm at 8:31. So.
All right. Well, I heard a couple questions. One other question from Kay
Okay, go ahead.
was, have you ever had triplets? If so, do you have to supplement feeding? We have had 2 sets of triplets, 2 or 3. They were all triplet boys. Hi. I don't like
I
triplets.
can't remember.
Well, Cassie had triplets her first year, and Danica had triplets her first year with us. No, Danny raised her boys all on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than enough milk.
Yep.
They were big kids, so not a problem.
When do you decide who to breed, and when does breeding season start?
When do I decide who to
Yeah,
breed?
Debbie asked.
Okay, so so I don't breed. So like I won't breed Grace and Evelyn this year.
No,
Or
way too-
Penelope.
no.
Some people do. They'll be 8 or 9 months old by the time. Not even. I mean, they were March kids, but yeah, we breed in October-ish, late September, early October, sometimes mid-October by the time they come into a really nice heat. And some people breed that year, that first year. They're not even a year old yet. The rule of thumb for them, they like to breed 8 or 9 months old, but they also have to be 80 or 90 pounds before they're bred. So, like Harper, she's 90 pounds right now, and she's almost 18 months old.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Harper's little.
Harper's small. Well, look at
Yeah.
Genevieve.
Yeah.
So, when we decide to breed, my rule is they have to be 18 months old before I breed them. They have to be in good standing health. So, no parasites, great weight. I'd like them to be even a tad overweight, just a tad. And then when they come into a nice standing heat right around October, they go in with their boy, usually for a few minutes up to an hour, and it's all supervised. I never leave them alone. And then they come right back in like nothing happened. 18 to 21 days later, I'm making sure they don't come back into heat. If they do, they go back with their boyfriend again. Just means that they didn't take that round.
All right, I'm going to roll through a couple quick questions, and then we're
Okay.
going to have
We're going to
have our test call.
Okay.
Can you tell which goat is talking by the sound of their voice?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever get alfalfa? We use alfalfa pellets, but we don't buy alfalfa hay.
Right. Alfalfa hay in New England, like nobody grows alfalfa hay here, so that would all have to be shipped in, and honestly, they don't need it.
Yeah.
A nice quality second cut hay, which is just a grass hay, is more than enough for
More than
goats.
enough.
Yeah, and honestly, because a lot of our hay we feed to our boys as well, the boys can never have alfalfa hay. It's way too rich, and it can cause crystals in their urine, and which could cause blockages, which can cause yuckiness.
So Kara heard Jenny roaring a few times today. Do you think it was because she was looking for her babies?
Jenny
I think
or
it was
Greta?
Greta. G-E-N-I.
Jenny?
Jenny. I don't think so. I don't know
I mean, it could.
why she would have been making that noise.
Or she saw us in the driveway.
Yep.
Sometimes that happens. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what really goes through their heads as far as, I mean, hey, does Lucy not realize
Okay.
her babies aren't there?
I gotta clarify because they're all talking. Texas is way too far for me to come help build a barn. We're not telling you have.
No,
We're
you don't
just-
have to. I'm just
we-
saying if you're
We
close
built
and
this
you want
barn.
to,
We built this barn as a barn raising event.
Yeah.
We put out on our Facebook.
and our neighbors and our friends.
Yeah,
and
we had
family
about 20
came,
something
and
people show up.
It was also in January.
Yeah, it was like 10 degrees
on the
outside.
coldest day of
It
the
was
year.
ridiculous.
It was negative wind
Yeah.
chills. Now it'll be late July and
And
we'll all be
100
dying
degrees.
of heat
Yeah.
stroke.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, what is the closest airport to Salem? Well, it depends. Do you own your own
Depends.
plane? No, I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
Um,
Probably Bradley.
It's Bradley,
or Providence.
Providence.
Or Boston.
Technically Boston,
Boston's
but
not
that's
that
2.5
close.
hours away to
No,
drive.
Bradley's
No, it's Bradley
like 45
Airport.
minutes from
It's
here.
Bradley or Providence, Rhode Island. Technically, if you're doing a little puddle jumper out of Philly or DC or something
You
like
can
that,
go to Providence.
you can go to New Haven. You could literally land in Tweed, New Haven.
That's
on one of the-
actually further. That's an hour.
New Haven's about an hour. Bradley's about an hour, but it's faster in and out.
True.
There's nobody there. That's my point. It's one of those. You're walking on the tarmac to get in your plane.
This
You know.
fly just won't stop landing on me.
All right, Liz, keep an eye on the phone
Okay.
because I muted the volume.
Oh.
Because we don't want this thing ringing constantly while we're trying to talk. So Brenda,
Is that gonna happen? While we're talking? Like while
no, Brenda, go ahead and test it. She's gonna give us a call.
are we gonna get call waiting things? Like as people call?
I
will
have
it
no
beep?
idea. Put it this way: when you see a number show up here, like somebody's calling, let's pick it up.
Okay, how do we do speaker?
And we hit the button at the bottom that says speaker.
There's a button at the bottom that says
Yeah, you can hold it in your hand. if
No,
you
that
want.
says mute or delete.
There's another button that says speaker. I know.
It
'Cause I
says
tested
ringer
it.
off.
Let me have
Hold
this.
on, I don't know where speaker.
Mhm.
Oh, I see it.
Where is it?
At the bottom.
At the bottom. Thank
Bottom middle
you. And
is
us,
what he should have
and
said.
men don't listen, right? Yes, got it. Okay. Oh, the ringer's on. Okay.
Oh my God.
Lift it.
Can I lift it
Pick it up.
Okay, ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah. I think it's. Did you-
Hello, this is Q&A with L&A.
Hi, this is Brenda.
Hi, Brenda!
Oh my God, it's Brenda! Okay, so I gotta clarify something. She's
Okay.
been a moderator for what, 3, 4, and 5 months from day one?
What, from a couple weeks in, yeah.
This is the first time we've ever heard her voice.
This is true.
We've never talked to anybody.
It's very nice to talk to both of you on the phone, but I especially have a message from all the chatters and the lurkers that are on your channel. We wanted to wish Aaron a very happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Did you know that was
I
happening?
did.
Oh, you
I
did.
did.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny.
You know what? From taking the camera down while we had birth and all the stuff you've done for us, we really appreciate it. You guys do so much above and beyond for us, and we just love you guys.
Oh, thank
we
you.
love you.
We love you guys too. It's been awesome having this channel and building this community. I actually said it to Liz with this whole YouTube, like not liking the fact that we post so much and they don't really share it out, and it's really hard for our channel to grow. I'm like, you know what? I really don't care. I can't change. Like, I'm not gonna not do, like today, we posted 5 videos today. Like, that's a huge no-no in the YouTube world. Every YouTuber would tell me never do that. Stagger your videos. Post one today. 2 days later, post another. 2 days later, post another, because that helps the system and you'll grow. But I'm like, yeah, but that's not what my viewers want. They want to know that Pi and Uno and all these guys just went home, and if they were out at a baseball game with their kids, when they come home, they want to see that little 30-minute video and not wait 4 days for it to come up. So I'm like, screw the algorithm. I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing. You know? Like, yeah. I don't know if you're still there, but yeah. All right. That's awesome. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm going to throw it out there. Can the people in chat actually hear the caller? That's a good question.
Oh, everybody's saying hi to Brenda. I don't know.
Oh, everybody's saying hi to you. Yes. Yeah.
It's so funny because I can see you guys, but it's not matching what you're saying.
No,
yeah, it's like a 20-second
tough.
delay. It's hard for us because
yes.
when we're watching on our phones, I'll watch inside or something, and Aaron will come in the house, and I'm looking at my phone like, wait, you're still in the barn. That's weird. It
is weird. The delay is funny to get used to.
Yeah.
And that's why this little white phone that we have here on the desk is not delayed. It's exact. It's right on. But yeah, it is pretty funny. So we'll let you go. Thanks for calling. You could drop the number in.
Father's Day to you, Aaron, from all your chatters and workers.
Okay, thank
Happy
you.
Father's Day.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye, Brenda. Oops.
Oh, it worked.
Yay, that was so cool.
But now if it rings like crazy, let's do this because
we do need a little bit of a...
This ringer is off.
So the ringer's off, but it'll light up.
Oh.
So you'll know somebody's calling, and we'll take another call. Once it rings, let's pick it up and see who it is.
Okay, so Lori said that she could hear.
She could hear.
She could hear, okay.
Yeah.
You can hear some, but not clearly.
So
Yeah,
explain what happened.
Explain what happened. Okay, so Brenda called and was wishing Aaron a very happy Father's Day from all the chatters and the lurkers, which was really awesome. It was really cool. Look, you guys know what we sound like. We don't know what you sound like.
We have no idea.
So that's
Heck,
really
we don't know
cool.
half you look like, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I don't.
It doesn't matter
but that's
at all.
wicked cool.
So very soon, and we were talking a lot about. Yeah, they did say they can hear it. It was fun to hear Brenda. That's what they just said, Linda.
She's so sweet.
That was
she's
very
such
nice.
a nice, calm.
Yeah,
calm
she's not
voice.
like me. I'm Larry.
No, we're just like, ah!
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she was
she's
like.
very cool, calm, and collective.
Maybe that's why she can handle the chat. I can't.
This
I
is
zap it.
Bye. No. Oh,
Yep,
that
yep.
was so fun.
I'm not worried about
This
it.
number is our business line,
Which
and
we screen. So
I
let me
pretty
explain.
much never answer
When she
it.
drops this phone number, we basically keep the ringer volume on this phone, this little setup,
Kathy says I sound like a weenie.
super low in the kitchen, right? We never pick it up. Our kids never pick it up. Everything goes to voicemail, and then you delete half the voicemails. It's the credit card people trying to sell you stuff, insurance.
Apparently,
Heck, Google
I'm going
calls-
to jail.
The
Remember that one?
FBI, the CIA,
If you
they
don't
all.
respond to
You
this
don't-
phone call,
right.
we're sending the cops
This,
to your house.
this is the phone number you put on every online forum you fill up.
Absolutely.
Oh, there it goes. It just went up.
Oh, there it is.
So if that thing starts ringing, are you picking it up or am I? And I want to just make sure we didn't miss any question. Turn your phone towards the cam when you answer so we can hear it better. All right, we will. What?
It's ringing.
It's ringing.
Okay.
Hello, you're on the phone with Q&A with Ellen A.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, who is this?
This is Chris.
Oh, it's Chris.
Yes.
Hello. Chris
Hi,
made
Chris.
it through.
How are you?
I'm doing much better. I slept so I could see you guys.
Oh.
Oh.
I wish I took a nap.
You wait a second. It's now Chris. Don't get too personal here, but are you on the East Coast, or are you in?
I am 20 minutes from Brenda.
20
minutes away from Brenda?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys need to have lunch or something.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I live about 20 minutes south from Brenda.
Got it.
And I live in the Pittsburgh area.
Got it. So it's the Philly area.
okay.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area.
Yeah,
Got it. So you're
Pennsylvania.
East Coast.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for calling in. What's your question? This is
This
fun.
is so much
I'm
fun.
getting a brand new niece in October.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool.
congratulations.
Thank you. And I have a nephew who is 3. And I was wondering, are you ever going to do shirts that are going to have some of your goat pictures on there like you do for the adults?
She's asking goat pictures for little kids, like 3, 4, 5 years old. That
like
age
youth.
I mean, we should do a moo onesie.
Oh my god.
Now that would be funny.
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
have to think about that one. That would
Well,
be funny.
We're gonna have to think about that one. A little moo onesie.
Yeah, we could definitely put
Yeah.
a face on.
Oh yeah, we could put a face on little shirts. The challenge that we have is when you go to youth sizes, it's a whole separate product. So you would have the adult size, or can you do a variant? We could look it up.
Yeah, I'd have
definitely.
to look in to see if we can make one of the shirts we already make and put it and just add a youth section.
We might be able to.
Of something like
definitely.
that.
Is there a request on which goat?
Well, of course, new, but I take a rainy.
Oh,
Oh,
Rainy.
Rainy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Moo and Rainy.
So Moo and Rainy youth shirts. Write that one down. We can make that happen.
Oh, everybody's saying hi to Chris
Yep.
on chat.
Yeah, I would just love that for my nephew.
Awesome.
That would be so cool.
We could make that happen. Yeah.
I don't see
And
why
once
not.
it happens, we'll let the moderators know, and we'll put it out there that we added some youth sizes to some certain shirts.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm so glad I'm through.
What?
I'm trying to talk to you without anybody hearing
He's
me.
trying to have a private conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, you can tell her.
Okay, so Chris, the fact that you got through is actually pretty awesome.
We actually had something to
We
tell you.
had something to tell you, and it's just unique. And just so everybody knows, we did not plan this out
No,
at all.
not at all.
Chris got through, and the phone's ringing. I could feel it. It just rang a little while.
Yeah.
There's somebody else trying to get through.
Yeah.
But so to make a long story really short, there are 4 more names being added to our plaque, and yours is one of them.
Aw, thank you. Aw, I love being a sponsor for you guys. I wish I could do more, but I work part-time and take care of my roommate.
It's not
you went above and beyond between
everything.
just everything. Just sending my kids notes that you would love them and you're thinking about them and hope for the best, and like that was so touching to me as a mom, and it brought a smile to their face. So I mean, you guys, it's
Yeah.
too much. If I talk
There's
anymore,
actually-
I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, there's actually 3 other names we're adding, and unfortunately I can't remember them off the top of my head. They're in my email
yeah,
somewhere.
it's like Susan, Debbie, and
It
somebody
was
else.
Susan, Debbie, Chris, and one other person, and I can't remember the name.
We'll get
We'll
to
get
that.
it. We'll figure it out. But those 4 names are being added to the plaque. I already put in the orders. The little plaque things are coming soon. So hopefully by next Q&A,
We'll take some pictures
we'll have
or
it
a
out.
video or
So
something.
thank you for all you do too.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right,
thank
we'll let you
for
go.
calling.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
That was so
Oh,
cool.
that was cool.
So
I guess
cool.
the mute ringer volume thing didn't work.
That's
I tried.
not. We've missed 41 calls, guys.
We missed 41 calls.
We've taken 2. We've missed 41. We're on a roll. We are
All
on
right,
a roll.
let's make sure we didn't miss any questions in chat.
All
And
right.
If that thing rings again,
Okay. I saw the question about how much did Moo weigh.
yes,
I think we
about
answered
one.
it was about 125, 130.
Yep.
How about Bibs? Ooh,
Bibs, that's
got-
easy.
Got milk
I think there's
with
a
a picture of Moo on it.
I think there's a.
Oh, we got Kim coming call.
Go ahead, you take it. I'll look for questions while she takes it.
Hello, this is Q&A with LNA.
Just ignore that.
Hey, Liz and Aaron, this is Lori Coleman.
Lori!
It's Lori Coleman. I feel like I'm talking to celebrities.
I
You
know.
guys- like I know you guys.
Yep. It's like I've seen that name before.
How are you?
I am hanging in there.
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Well, we got you. We're here for you.
I know you are, and I want to thank you for having the right moderators.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Because I've
Understood.
Aw.
We're here. You don't have to share too much, but our moderators are amazing, and we're just glad you found the right people you needed.
Yes, and I will tell you now, her name is Brenda.
Oh, Brenda's
we
awesome.
do love Brenda. She has a heart of gold and is so kind, and she goes above and beyond. It's amazing.
Yes, she does. My question is this. If you don't sell, you're keeping 5 of the goats,
Yep.
and that have not been accounted for yet. Do you have any plans for those 5 goats if you end up not finding a new home?
Well, we've never not found home for our goats. So, I mean, I really don't know what would happen. Liz would probably keep 10 goats. I mean, she actually just put out new ads today. More people are already reaching out. So she's just re-sparking the interest in the area for them. So, I mean...
So with the way I put out an ad for goats, and the thing is it takes so much time to screen those potential buyers that I really kind of, once I'm working with them, I kind of can't work with anybody or work on finding anybody new. So, and especially with the last month that we had, it kind of, it wasn't.
We haven't
a priority.
sold a rabbit in like 2 months.
Yeah,
we
it
just
wasn't
haven't
a
tried.
priority to me. So I did post an ad today, and I did have that. I have a woman who wants to come and see the Toggenburgs. She had a farm emergency last week, so we're working on connecting again.
She was interested in like 3 togs.
I think 2 of the Toggenburg does, But yeah, we've never had a goat that, we couldn't sell. Some of them just take longer. I actually held on to Daphne for the whole summer. I showed her, and then at the end of the season, somebody came and said, you know what, I am interested in her, and took her. So I think everything is meant, everybody's going to have their own time to find that right person, and I can't rush that process. So I just have to keep putting it out there, and when the right person sees the ad, it'll all click, and it'll be the right move.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think.
Thanks for calling in, and thanks for watching.
And you take care of yourself, all right?
I missed that.
And we'll keep in touch through the chatters.
Yes, we will.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
All right, you take care, Lori.
Yep.
You need to.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you.
for everything that you guys do.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And happy Father's Day, Ed.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's so fun to hear. Like, I recognize all the names. I feel like I know who I'm talking to
Right.
when
How many calls have we missed now? Because that thing was ringing the whole...
37.
More.
More.
I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, incoming call. You can pick this one up.
Oh, me?
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's
Check
your
and
turn.
make sure we're not missing questions in the chat.
Yeah, I will. Oops. Did you hang up on that?
No, I didn't hang up. I hit talking.
Oh my God, call back.
Oh, geez, call back. Okay, incoming call.
You have to hit that button and then the...
Hello, you're on the phone with Q&A with Elena. Who is this?
Hey, this is Typo Queen.
Typo Queen! Oh my gosh, they're all getting through. They're all, I think they had a little like, hey, you call first, I'll call second. They all talk to each other. They set up a phone tree.
How are you?
I'm great. I finally got through. I tried a couple times.
Woohoo!
Oh, I think we've only missed about 50-something calls.
Yeah, it's at about 70.
I have a question. You know that video you just showed of Bear, Paul, and Apple?
Yeah.
Can you post that like on your Facebook or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
The one that was
The one that
sent
came
to
into
me.
your phone.
Yeah, I'll double check with the owners and make sure it's okay. I'll post it on our Simon Says Farms page.
Right.
Okay. All right. That sounds great. I had another one, but I can't. I'm speechless.
Oh, she's speechless. Oh, that's great.
That happens to me every once in a while too. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to hear.
I know what I was going to ask.
Oh, good.
Liz, this is for you.
Okay.
You know, with the baby sleeping and everything today,
Yeah.
how do you get through it without like
Ugh.
falling, you know?
Well, we've done it 57 times.
I will tell you, it doesn't get any easier.
That's true.
I don't typically sleep very well the night before a baby leaves, but you know what? I know I have so much faith in the buyers that
You also
I have.
screened. She said no to a lot of buyers.
I have.
A lot. So I
do
think
say
that's what
no.
makes it easier.
I do say no a lot, and it's because like I have to be able to sleep at night when the babies go home, and that first night that they're not in my care anymore. I have to know that I did the best job possible finding them a fantastic home with people who will spoil them rotten and treat them like I would. And I know Stephen and Kelly, like, they're probably more spoiled at Stephen and Kelly's house than they are at our house,
I don't know
which
if you
is
guys
saying a lot.
heard, they heat their barn in the winter.
They heat their
I mean,
barn.
that's
They
great.
leave a radio playing for the girl.
I
for
forgot
the
that
goats.
one.
They have lights on. They have a baby monitor so that
I mean,
they
their
can talk to
barn
the
is
goats.
like top notch.
Yeah, it's
So the difference, and Steven's awesome. He's an engineer, so everything's perfect. I'm more of an artist, so I just like fly by the seat of my pants when we built this thing. You know, I followed the directions, but I was like, yeah, that's good enough. It's not gonna fall. You know, I mean, I could see spots where we didn't trim that beam. You know, I could pick out every mistake in this barn.
Stephen is like an engineer, so he overbuilds everything, and
Which
everything
is
is
perfect.
beautiful and it's just so well done. So that
And I know he's
helps
watching
me.
too.
I know you're watching in there.
Yeah.
Falling in the cat today.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not easy.
Let's do this, you know.
No, it's not easy, but you know, you get to know the people, and we chat and we talk, and they ask all their questions about like, what do I feed? How do I build this barn? What about the fencing? Is this right? Is that right? And you can just tell they really want to do well by the goats. So that really helps. That, you know, the one family that came with the 2 little girls, they came just about every week to visit their girls, and they live 45 minutes away.
An hour away, yeah.
So, you know, they're very dedicated, and the little girls just absolutely love those goats so much. So it's
That's good. That
Yeah.
helps, you know, helps everybody that they're in good place now, so.
yeah, no, it really does. So it helps me sleep at night to have that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, knowing that they're going to loving homes.
And it's just like breeders that bring in the dogs into the world. You know, that just the breeding part and bringing in the baby, that's the enjoyable. You know, there's that, oh, they gotta go home, but you can't keep them all.
Well,
You know?
yeah, and
Yeah.
I was gonna say something.
The only other option is to don't do it, and that's not gonna happen.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
the other thing is then I don't get milk, and
Yeah, don't breed, you don't get
it's
milk,
not-
you know. So that's people trying to call in.
my phone is going
All
off.
right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you. Glad you got
Thank
through.
you for calling.
Okay.
Bye,
Okay,
Typo.
bye-bye.
Oh my goodness, that was so much
That was
fun.
so funny. I think it ended. Yep.
You hit
Ring
the
her
red
off.
phone.
Yep. Off. 34 missed calls. Yes. And there's another incoming call coming in.
Okay.
Hello, you're on the phone Q&A and L&A. This is Aaron and Liz. Is that what I was supposed to say?
No.
No? Hello. Who's this? This is Aaron and Liz. Who are we talking to? Yes, it is. I'm a little nervous. It's Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing well.
Are you having fun?
Oh, we always have a good time.
So much fun.
You're having all sorts of fun. I can tell.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
And it's great to hear from all of you.
Oh, Lucy said hi.
Hi. But what I just know, we talked about having a goat calendar.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Yeah.
We knitted recipes for Swanky Sauce because you said
Yes.
And if the lurkers and the chatters were to submit recipes, and maybe half of the calendar could have a picture of one of the goats, would you still be interested in maybe putting on a new calendar for next year?
Yeah, I mean, what should we do a 2000? Definitely. You
Not
know
for
what?
this.
Let's
I don't know
have.
about
You
this
should.
year.
You should email us. You have our email address somewhere.
Simon
Could
says
you
farms
do
at
that?
gmail.com.
Yeah. Simon says farms@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah. The chatters have it. It's all over the place. It's on our website. It's everywhere. And we could try to think this through. How would we make it either a Swanky Sauce calendar with recipes or a goat calendar with a bunch of goats? I don't know if putting them on the same would make sense, but
Yeah,
we'd have to
so
figure that out.
Find out if
Because that way, every day we could look at one of the goats that we just
Right.
really love, all
Yep.
of us. You can tell, we all love them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially my Lulu.
Oh,
don't start the whole my moo moo thing.
Moo. Oh, Moo Moo. Somebody asked me
Everybody's
to
gonna
ship.
get into arguments.
Chris West wanted me to ship her Swanky Sauce. Have Moo carry it down to her.
Was it
Yeah,
Chris?
I think it was Chris. I think it was.
Hand delivered by
Yeah,
Moo,
hand
please.
deliver. Yeah.
Now, I thought this idea would be great because everybody will get to watch all the goats and have recipes and pictures of goats, and I just think it would be wonderful.
You know what's really
You know, with
convenient
your
is
busy
before this
schedule,
year I
I
had
can
12
certainly
goats.
understand. If you're looking for more help, I'm a retired person now. I can give you a hand.
Oh.
So way up here, I'm in the Northwest, so
Northwest. Okay. Yep.
it's called Minnesota. So
Oh, I was just there. I was.
It's called Minnesota. She's like, it's okay.
inside.
I was just in Minnesota
You
a couple
were.
weeks ago. Yep.
You should have stopped by Deb's
I
house.
should have.
But
Yeah.
it came at the nice time. It's a land of 10,000 lips and Lord.
Yes.
Wonderful time.
Yes.
Oh goodness, that's so much fun.
But
Yeah.
I think this would be a good idea, and I know I've chatted with a couple other people, and they think it's kind of like the idea, so I thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah.
As long as I've made a calendar before, and to be honest with you, it probably wasn't on the right platform, but it came out to be too much money.
Yeah. It cost a fortune. I
Nobody
remember
would
that.
buy, that much. It was too expensive, but it also wasn't on
The platform
like
we
the
use
platform
now.
where you're on right now.
We-
So I'll have to check to see if that's even an option on the platform we're making our T-shirts on and stuff, because
Yeah.
they do all sorts of things.
Yeah, they do mugs, which is one thing I was thinking about bringing out, like a simple
Right.
mug with a picture of a goat on the side.
Right.
But calendar, I think, is there. Yep.
Yeah. We'll definitely think about that and see how we can make it work.
Yeah, definitely.
So you nothing that you do. You guys have all the time in the world, and
I know.
Oh yeah. In
We're
my
gonna-
free time.
In our free time, that's where we're gonna put the calendar in.
I can't believe it.
Yep.
We're such lazy moms.
Every day is busy.
Yep.
We're so lazy. We really need to get motivated.
It's time to chat with you, but keep up the work because we love you all dearly.
Oh, we
All right,
love you
thank
too.
you.
Thanks for calling in, Debbie.
Okay, take care.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
you too.
So it was pretty garbled. I don't know what's going on with the
Well,
audio.
I don't know. I think our battery's dying.
It's either the I'm gonna let that sit there for a minute. So if you're calling in, pause for a second.
Yeah.
I think it was either I doubt it's the battery. I think it was so many calls are coming in that I
It's
could
just
hear it
going-
going type of thing. Because if you guys don't realize, this is technically a cell phone. We don't have a actual phone line coming off the road to this.
No.
This is technically cellular.
And it runs on Wi-Fi. So
No, it runs on just cellular, 100% connected to
well,
Verizon.
then we're in a tin can.
And we're in
That's
a
why
tin
it doesn't
can.
work.
But we get good, decent cell coverage in here.
It's ringing.
It's ringing again.
It's ringing.
Are you taking? You feel bad not picking up the
I
call?
do.
Oh, she's taking it. I'm gonna look for questions.
Hello, this is Q&A with
See?
L&A. Hello.
They have their YouTube on in the background still.
I hear. Hello, who are we talking to?
Sharon,
Hi, Sharon.
who is this?
This is Liz.
Oh, I don't.
You called into to our show. I can hear us in the background.
Okay, I thought I was going to talk to them.
You
No,
are.
This is us. We're
This
right
is
here.
us. We're right here. It's just delayed. You got to mute your YouTube.
Okay.
How are you doing? Did you have a question?
I just wanted to let them know that I've been watching them from the beginning, and I'm not very computer literate, so I'm not a chatter, I'm a lurker.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I don't know how to order stuff from them, so I have my niece order Swanky Sauce and lotion for me,
Oh,
Nice.
that's nice.
and I just wanted to tell them that I enjoy their goats, their farm. I just love it. It's a good pastime for me because I'm disabled, and I just love it.
Nice. We're
Oh.
glad you're enjoying the cameras and the products. Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
Bye,
Thank
Sharon.
you. Bye bye. So I
It's
think
a
you guys picked that up.
lurker.
That was a lurker that doesn't really use the computer so well, and has her niece order products for her, lotion and Swanky Sauce, and loves watching our channel. That's what it's all about. There, that was cool.
And just so
I
you
liked
know,
it.
like there's no screening program. Like
Yeah.
you call and we pick up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
A credit card company could get through today if they're calling right now.
Tyler could call.
Yeah,
Like
that's true. He's done that before.
Jake could be like, Mom,
My
I'm hungry.
Xbox is not working. Right,
I'm
yeah,
hungry.
yeah. Oh, somebody just said, yay, a lurker. Yeah. Yep, that's cool. I hope we didn't miss any,
No, I kind of am scrolling back. Oh,
kinda
don't worry, we got another call.
okay, you take the call. I will look. They're
I
never
know.
gonna want, they're gonna want call-in shows every day
I know,
now,
right?
every week. We're gonna have to figure out a better way so it doesn't
Hello, this is Q&A with Ellen-A. Who are we talking to?
kitty.
Lynn from Ohio.
Hi, Lynn from Ohio. This is Liz and Aaron. How are you?
Fine. How are you guys?
I am good.
Well, I just want to let you guys say you're doing a wonderful job.
Oh,
stop
thanks.
it.
I haven't heard many questions. They're calling in just to tell us how great
I
we
know,
are.
this is, my head, I'm not going to be able to fit out the door. My head's going to be so big.
I sat one your videos and stuff, and your kids, I love watching your kids.
They're, oh my goodness, they're such farm kids.
Yeah, I live on a farm.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome. What kind of farm do you have?
we have cows and pigs here.
Oh, cows and pigs.
We just talked
We
about
might need
pigs
to pick your
yesterday.
brain about like how to do a pig enclosure, because I
Yeah.
need to do it the right way, because pigs are pigs, you know?
Yeah.
You done that right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say happy Father's Day to Aaron.
Oh, thank you.
And I will keep on watching.
Oh,
thanks.
thank you so much for your support.
You're welcome.
All
Bye.
right, we'll hopefully, talk to you on chat later.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
Lynn.
Lynn from Ohio.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Also lives on a farm with cows and pigs.
Well,
Yep.
because you can't, you can't take the farmers out of the girls.
That is funny. When when we pick up and say who it
They're
is,
all like,
the chat
"Hi,
the chat goes crazy. Typo Queen said she was nervous on the phone, like we're some celebrities or something. You know, that's funny. Don't be nervous. Yeah.
Don't be nervous, but I
Ooh, how much
get it.
milk can a goat drink? That's a good question. I don't know. Somebody did ask, how much do goats drink? I looked that up one day, and I'll tell you why I looked it up. The chatters were a little nervous. I forgot to fill the water feeder one night.
Oh,
I went inside, and they're like, he forgot to fill the water feeder. Are they going to have enough water overnight? So I did the math in my head. I said, okay, that's a 40-gallon water trough, and it was half full, so there was 20 gallons of water in it. So I Googled how much water does a goat drink, and they drink like half a gallon a day. That's it.
Okay. When I haul fresh water for Danica, she
Yes.
drinks half of the 5-gallon bucket.
And half of our goats were babies who don't drink water.
Right.
So I was like, 20 gallons is enough, and I did not come back out to fill it. But they got me thinking. I was like, uh-oh, are they right? Which we've never come in here and this thing's empty.
No.
And we've left it with 5 inches like, no, I'm tired, we're going in. And especially because at night they sleep. But you're right, outside during the day when, they might.
A goat will they actually drink more water in the wintertime than they do in the summertime.
Yep.
Which I always thought was interesting. But our vet is always like on her own Facebook page, and she's like, remember, just because it's really cold, they actually need more water because they dehydrate faster in the cold. The air is so dry and it evaporates so quick.
It's a human thing too. People that like climb Mount Everest have to keep drinking water.
Me.
Okay, somebody asked, how's Jake doing?
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll get there. Hello, you're live on the phone with Q&A. I couldn't do it.
He can't even make it
Hello,
through.
who is it?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, who is this?
It's Joan. I'm not a chatter yet, but
Another lurker.
I was the gal in Canada who offered to sort of be a broker for you for shipping.
Yes. Yes, I remember that. I think we talked to her via email or something about shipping some Swanky Sauce up to Canada.
Yes. How are you?
I'm on the East Coast in New Brunswick.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice, from Canada. Another lurker on the phone.
Another lurker.
I like lurkers, like the phone number. Yep. Yep.
I will have a question, but I just wanted to say something. I just want you to know the people you're touching.
Oh.
I'm trying to keep it together. I get what you're going through, and because of your situation, I chose to go back on an antidepressant. I have a lot of physical pain due to 37 years of arthritis, and I'm just not doing really well right now with it. So I've decided to go back on and stop trying to tough it out.
Don't tough it out. If you had a broken arm, you'd see a doctor and get it fixed. So, you know.
That's right.
It's you wouldn't tough it out. So, you know, you got to do what you need to do, and we're here for you. And don't worry, Liz is crying with you too. So, you know.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to bring the mood down.
No.
You know what? You know what though? Like, we've had so many people reach out to us saying how impactful our journey is. Like, I don't think everybody understands how impactful you sharing your stories with us and how helpful that is for us, because we don't feel like we're going through this alone now. And as parents and trying to get watching your son go through something like this, and we don't have any experience with it, with everybody sharing their own stories and their own struggles and saying, you know what, he's gonna be all right. And it's just take one day at a time.
Yep.
One day at a time. And I will tell you what I tell everybody who shares their story: you are a whole lot stronger than you know, and you've got this, and we're here. You have a whole community of supporters.
Somebody in the chat just said, Joan, bless you for the courage to share. I mean, the chat is literally blowing up right now of everybody that you had the courage to put that out live in front of 200 people, you know, and that's the point. We all need to talk about it more. I actually...
Well, I've never done anything like this before. I've never gone on and chatted. I still haven't got to there yet. But
we've never done anything like this before either.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the call-in part we've never done before. But I knew that, you know, just like me, I've shared it with all you guys. I don't write anything. I've made it through my whole career, which is a pretty technical job, and I don't write anything down. Like, I literally never do. I draw pictures, and I'm actually good at it because in networking, you know, computer language and stuff, drawing pictures and being, you know, it makes more
Visual.
sense. It's a visual, and people are like, well, how do you respond to people in email? I go, I pick up the phone, I call them, and my emails fit in the subject line. Like that's, yeah. And there's so much more emotion involved in a phone call. I've driven 200 miles to go tell somebody thank you for your business, and then drove back home. Like, spent the whole day driving all the way up, 15 minutes with somebody that just spent, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars with our company, and then drove home. And some people in the corporate world question that, like, was that a good use of your time? And I'm like, yeah, it was. It was a very good, you know, because an email wouldn't have done it. A phone call would have just been, whatever. But, you know, sometimes some people, I don't chat. I watch a lot of live on YouTube, and I really don't chat in them much. So, yeah, everybody's different. So that's why when I came up with this idea, I was like, I think we can pull it off even with our crappy little home phone and not, you know, I talk to a lot of professional YouTubers about what they use, and they're like, if you could pull it off, go buy one of these. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm going to drop $2,000 on some fancy equipment to make phone calls. I'm like, nah, we're going to do it old fashioned. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're doing it right because you're so personable and personal with your connection with people. And I want to say thanks to all of those people who chat. You have the nicest chat.
You do.
If there's a chat I'm going to join, it would be your chat.
All right, well, you join it and let us know you're there.
You just made 100 new best friends because they all want you to come and chat with them, and they want to get to know you.
Yep,
So
yep, and just say Joan from the call-in show,
yep,
and we'll
they'll
all
know.
know.
They'll
We'll all
know.
Yep.
If you see AKA Hope, that would be me.
Oh, that's a perfect name.
AKA Hope.
All right,
That's
well,
Joan.
we're looking out for it.
All
Yeah.
right, Joan.
And my offer still stands if you need a Canadian dealer.
All right, we'll talk about it because.
From the U.S. border, so I have access to U.S. mailbox.
Oh, okay, that's so
see,
she's
now
got this.
you're talking.
Now you're talking.
She has a connection.
So we would have to ship it to your U.S. mailbox. You would take it, smuggle it across the border.
We're alive.
Just
We can't
kidding.
document this. Don't put
Oh,
anything in writing. Put everything in code.
Remember, she's a lurker. She doesn't chat, so we're not putting this in writing. We're talking on a phone. These phone calls are not recorded. Oh, they are recorded.
This is recording right now.
Oh my goodness. So okay, she'll
All right.
she'll tell them
Yeah.
what it is.
All right.
We're just kidding. We're not breaking laws.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. We're having too much fun with
We
this.
are.
Okay, we'll
All
get
right, hey
serious
Joan,
again.
email us about the whole Swanky Sauce Canadian deal.
Yeah.
And thank you so much
And
for
thank you.
calling
Yes.
and sharing your story. And I'm so proud of you. And I know you have 181 new best friends who are also proud of you. And always take care of yourself. You're stronger. You're stronger than you know.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for a package, and you'll know it. The cards in it will be coming actually from my little town. They'll have my little town's name on the card. So
Awesome.
Aw.
We still gotta get all that up.
That,
Yep.
that was too nice of you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You
You
too.
too. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was good.
I didn't know
So-
we needed tissues for this episode.
No, and it,
That was awesome.
yeah,
Like seriously awesome.
that was very good. So we were talking about it the other day. No, it was yesterday, I think, about how we put it out there with the whole, what Jake's going through and trying to help our community. We made those 2 videos. I think it was 2 that were very, mental health focused.
Mhm.
But then it clicked, and I was like, wait a second. We've been talking this a while, whether it's not mental health, but it's disability with, dyslexia or whatever, and all the way back to the video I made, 6-8 months ago. I don't remember when it was.
When Anthony
Bourdain and Kate Spade. And I made a video about it was just like too soon, like you never know what people are struggling with, and
It's,
I can't. I actually got to go back and watch that video.
yeah.
I'm gonna find it. If I find the link, I'll drop it too. But yeah, it was a video about that. It was just there was one other person too. It was just way too soon. What'd you find now?
No, nothing.
Oh.
It was just no. There's a lot of stories that are shared privately,
Yeah.
and if we all just talked about it, and you know, it wouldn't be such a stigma.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how this is going to change.
Yeah, you
It's
have to
how
talk about it.
mental health and the stigma of mental health is going to change. Is only going to change because of if we talk about it
Right.
and normalize it. That's what
Right.
we have to do.
Yep. You have to
So-
normalize the topic. You know, there was times where people didn't talk about cancer. You talk about it now.
Yeah,
You know,
like
it's
breast cancer. That was
breast
something
cancer,
that women were ashamed of and
Exactly.
and hid it and didn't talk about it, and now it's this huge, you know,
Yeah.
campaign, and
Right.
everybody wins when we start talking about it, because then we can address the finance side of things, the cost of getting these big foundations to do more research and find better therapies, and I mean, there's no prevention for it. It's just something that who we are. What?
K-A-R-I, Kara, right? Carrie.
K-A-R-I, Carrie?
Carrie, right? She just said it. She said, "I remember that video you talked about Mac Miller. He was young, 20s, I want to say.
Yeah.
And it was 3 people in 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what happens in the media. 3 people in 1 week, and the media cares for a day,
Yeah.
and then they don't care anymore. They don't talk about it.
No.
You know, so
Because it's not going to bring in ratings.
it's not bringing in ratings. It's not something that anybody and I don't, just like what was her name? The last sorry. Joan said,
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring the mood down. I don't want to do that either. So we could talk about it without the mood coming down.
No.
Right? That's totally something we can do.
I
and
don't think it's something that it's really going to bring the mood down. I think it's important and inspirational, and I think if anything, she brought the mood up.
Right.
Because it's not something that you say, I don't want to talk about it because it's going to make other people sad or not. And it's true. Some people don't know how to talk about this and be comfortable.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
I think talking about your feelings can make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It can. But to talk about your struggle will help somebody else, because nobody in this world is going through something unique. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people going through a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And
Speaking of, I think somebody asked how Jake's doing.
yeah.
Jake's, I mean, it's one day at a time.
Yep.
You
That's
know?
what it is.
Last week, not this past week, but the week before that, when I thought you guys weren't there and I talked like you weren't there, and sorry about that. I didn't know you were there. I should have said something.
They tried to say
They
something.
tried. People were screaming at their, we can hear you!
You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough night. And
It was a very tough
I
night.
think the story got misunderstood.
It did.
And
We could clarify a little.
To
if you want.
clarify, all that happened is Jake was playing
Extremely
his
angry.
Xbox. He got extremely angry, and I turned it off because it was inappropriate behavior, and unfortunately that set him off, and he actually called the police on himself.
Which is commendable.
Commendable, because he was in a place where I took his Xbox away, which put him in a place where he feels he is a part of a community on his Xbox.
Just like
Kind
you
of
guys
like when
did.
we turn off your camera by accident, and all the withdraws and the, oh my god, what am I
Pretty
gonna
much.
do? You know, and your community is gone. Who am I gonna talk to? Where am I gonna feel connected to today? Like, I get how important this community is. However,
He
if
took it
this
to a
community of his is causing him to rage, you know, and
That's not good.
have like just be disruptive. Quinn and Libby were trying to sleep, and their playroom and
Yeah.
those bedrooms are really close, so he knows he's just not allowed to be that
Right.
loud. He got a couple warnings, and then I turned it off from my phone.
Yeah.
And he got upset, and he said, you know, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
We don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
He just called 911
on himself.
and said some things you're not. You know, if you feel that way,
The
there's
police are
consequences.
coming, and
They're
so is
coming.
the ambulance, and
Yeah.
you're off to the ER for the night.
Yep.
So that's what happened.
so he learned, and it obviously, as any mom would, it's a little frustrating when your kid calls 911 because you took their video games away. So you had a right to vent. I just haven't taught you how to turn the cameras off yet. So
sorry for the awkward moment in the park.
Yeah, and I was in
and he was away on business.
Yeah, in Minnesota at the time. But just so we all know, I have learned how to kill the camera from anywhere in the world.
We have learned that.
We have learned how to kill.
Hey, remember when you guys couldn't see the feed earlier today? That's how we learned.
Yes, I learned I could wait a second. I could kill the camera feed from the other side of the world if something's wrong. And it goes down. So that's a good safety feature for us.
Yeah, speaking of, Seth is on chat right now. Seth is one of Jake's classmates from school.
Yes.
And yes, the plan is for Jake to come back to school next year. So
yeah, there was just no reason to come back for a week. It was too crazy.
It was too much. He's doing some intensive counseling right now every day. He's in a program kind of like
with a bunch of other kids.
Yeah, like a summer camp, you know, just for to get his stuff together. And it was too much to do school and that, so he needed to focus on that. So yes. Somebody left a message.
On Facebook or at Simon's Farm.
Oh no, I think we missed a call.
We missed a lot of calls. Probably.
If you just called, try again. We missed it. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Hold on, technical difficulties.
Okay, line in use, 28 missed calls, ringer off.
We should probably turn that up a little bit so we can hear it.
Because I don't think hear it.
Well,
like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, it's gonna ring nonstop.
No.
Possibly.
No, not while we're on the phone.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna ring while you're on the phone.
Okay. How long will you continue to milk the moms for? We kind of milk them all
about Labor Day.
If they're giving us a quality amount of milk. If they don't give us what we want out of a goat in a typical day, it's just not worth the time. And we'll let another call. And we'll let them kind of dry out early.
Yeah.
Hello, you are on the phone with LNA. Right. This is Aaron and Liz.
For songs?
For singing. Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Why? What song would you like me to sing in the bar next time?
I would like to hear. Okay, do you know the song by Neil Diamond?
Ooh.
Long Serenade.
Oh, I'll have to look.
I'm writing it down.
I'll have to look. There's a Neil Diamond song. What's the one that plays at the? Is that Neil Diamond at the Red Sox?
Sweet
Caroline? Caroline's not Neil Diamond, is it? No.
Caroline, that's Diamond.
Yeah, I
It
think,
is?
I think Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, and then he sings, it's an old song, you might not even have heard it, but it's called Longfellow Serenade.
Longfellow Serenade. We're going to have to look that one up tonight.
Yeah, I have to up and listen to then, but, I really enjoyed your singing last week.
That's okay. Now I gotta ask: are you being sarcastic or real? I mean, because it's quite entertaining.
Don't encourage him.
You made me laugh.
That's good.
I usually get on a chat. I usually lurk, but I mean, you really made my day last week.
That's awesome. Is it are you another lurker? We never got your name. That's fine.
Oh, they're friendly. They don't bite.
Yeah. You know what? Us men need to stick together. You women in the chat can't be mean to the guys. That when they want to jump into the chat and talk about sports, even though I'm not a sports guy, let's let them do it as long as they're not rude.
You should lurk less, talk more.
No. You should do you.
Well, okay, you do you. But I'm just saying, there are a bunch of...
How awesome of a thing you're doing on YouTube and how much it's appreciated.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank
I missed
you.
your name though. What was that again?
William Ratliff.
All right, William. You have a great day. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, thank you.
All right, bye.
I like
It's
his,
not all women.
I liked his southern twang.
Yeah, that was good.
That
He
was-
is
I like
definitely.
that.
We didn't ask where he called from, but
But I
it's
could
probably
tell.
you could tell. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Brenda goes, "Yay, a man!"
Man, just.
Oh my God, it's a man. That's what the girls say every fall.
Yeah.
Yay, a man!
Yeah.
I got my own joke. It's okay.
Did you write that song down?
I did.
So I'll have to look that one up. That's funny.
You got requested.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my gosh, somebody else said a Justin Bieber song. I just saw that in chat.
Hey, you know, whenever you try to sing again, just make sure I am not near the barn.
Christmas Vacation was the best. Oh, Christmas Vacation. That was a
By Neil Diamond.
I don't know. Oh, that to Seth. We got Seth. We answered Seth's question, right? Like
Donna asked, have the Simons decided what children will stay on the farm? Well, see, I'm
Human
thinking about
or-
Jake should leave. Tyler's, Quinn, I'm going to keep Quinny.
oh yeah, Quinn and Sissy are staying. Then again, Sissy.
I'm pretty sure she meant
was a
the
little-
four-legged variety.
Yeah. Which
Yes.
ones are staying?
Pie, Bear, just kidding, Billy, Grace, Evelyn, and Penelope. Those 5. You should have seen Aaron's face the day I said I wanted to keep. He was driving again.
I
Why
still
do
can't believe we have to build another barn. I'm not over this.
Oh, you know.
I know.
You knew this was coming.
Yep, I did.
Look at everybody said hi.
Hi, William. Look at that. William got a lot of highs.
See?
Yep.
Telling you.
Yep.
Our girls are friendly. He's a nice guy. Seth said he's a nice guy. I think that's to Jake or...
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is your dog is snoring.
Yes, she is.
And somebody said they want a French Bulldog now after they saw this. Couch potato in action.
She's a troublemaker.
So,
She's a cute troublemaker. What about Thunder? So Thunder's not sold yet.
ooh, I guess I'm nodding.
But he's got an ad out, and hopefully somebody will come by and fall in love with him. If not, he lives with Pie Pie. I don't want to bother you or promote in any way, but how did you grow so well on all of your social medias? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
No,
So
Seth, I love that question.
Right. I might not have said it loud enough for you
Yeah,
guys to
answer
hear.
it. Talk.
So Seth asked, I don't want to bother you or promote in any way, but how did you grow so well on all of your social medias? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. So I'll tell you how we grew on Facebook because I pretty much did Facebook myself. That's a time. A lot of time. I think we started that Facebook page, well, pretty much when we moved in and called this Simon Says Farm. So that was 6-7 years ago. And I just posted nice pictures, cute little caption, and prayed to God somebody saw it and liked it. And then interacted with that community. So a lot of it on Facebook came down to an eye-catching photo and building a community that you actually talk to.
Yes.
And answer the questions, and also every once in a while spew some knowledge their way, you know.
Yeah. Provide value is my answer. So, if you know, we have grown, and I don't want to diminish anything we've done between all the platforms. You know, Facebook for the farm, Facebook for the sauce, Instagram for the farm, Instagram for the sauce. And then to top that off, websites behind that, which take forever to manage and maintain, and then Twitter, and then now YouTube. So we decided about a year and a half ago, 87 episodes ago. Well, wait a second. Wait a second, please.
Okay.
87 episodes ago, because we're on Simon Says Saturday 87, we decided to make YouTube the pinnacle platform, like the #1 platform we're gonna focus on, and then from there it kind of trickles out into the other ones. And you're right, you started on YouTube
It
first.
was my New Year's resolution.
You did. It was January 3rd or 2nd, 2000 and
I don't know, 17?
17, because we're in 19 now. So yeah, 17. You started with a couple how-to videos. And then somewhere in there, I was like, wait a second, because I was reading a lot about the YouTube algorithm.
He steamrolled my channel.
No, I didn't. I changed the direction of the channel to more of a family farming fun. Like, wait a second, let's not just do a how-to. Let's make it more like a, this is how we do it. Follow us along, and more of the vlogging style. Hold it in your hand, and you're just basically, Seth. If you want to grow your channel, it's about the whole any of your channels. Don't worry about perfection. Obviously, we don't do anything perfect, and I mean, you're in a barn with a,
He said, dang, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's a ton of work.
We tell Jake all the time because, like, he
Ton of
wants to
work.
grow his channel, but he doesn't put any work.
He doesn't put in the work. So go back. So Tyler, right, 10 years old, has already posted, a couple videos on his channel and is playing around. Jake, one time, I showed him how long it takes to edit a video, and he was like, that's too much work.
Yeah.
So it's dead.
It is.
But get the word perfection out of your head. Like, don't worry about it. Because what's perfect to you, it's subjective. Perfect to one person, not perfect to somebody else.
But you have to be
But
comfortable with what you're putting out there, too.
You should just put out the work
This
and
is what
then edit as you go. Look at the first couple videos I did. I wasn't comfortable with that quality, but I was learning. I was holding the camera the wrong way in like a chicken video from 2 years ago, So getting the job done is more important than getting it right, because getting it right in this style of of all this social media, there is no such thing as right or wrong,
William's in chat now.
Hey, we got a lurker in the chat. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Don't be afraid what your friends are going to think, especially at 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. They're all mean at that level because they think it's cool. Like,
that's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
But don't
Seth,
take their crap and don't let them beat you down.
I'm going to give Seth a name. He needs to look up. On Instagram, he just posted something today, and he was talking to 13-year-olds. His name is Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary VEE. On Instagram, literally talked to a whole room of 13-year-olds about how you think being mean to the kid next to you is cool now, and being nice in your teenage years is not cool. But when you're older, you'll understand why being nice should have been the way to go, right? And just don't worry about what those kids think when you post a video like this and it got 2 views. Who
we
cares?
always say, just do you.
Yeah.
Do you. Don't,
And
somebody,
yes, it's a lot of work.
If somebody's going to beat you down, that's because there's something going on in their life that they're not comfortable with, and they're taking it out on you. You didn't do anything wrong. So you just keep doing you. And
I love this topic, but one thing Liz said, whatever platform you do, you have to talk to the people that comment.
Yeah.
If they comment and say, hey, that was a great video, just come in and say thank you. We comment on every comment. We try to. It's getting a little hard now. But we literally comment on everything on every platform. Facebook, right? You get any comments on Facebook, you jump in and say something and keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
I try on YouTube. That's hard because we're getting a lot of comments on our videos now. But you gotta build the community. That's it. That's good. That was a good question. I like that one.
Slow and steady gets the worm.
That's it. 87 weeks in so far, and that's nothing. On YouTube, it takes 2.
Seth, it is Gary V.
I'll type it.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna put it in the chat.
I'm gonna see it
on Instagram.
because I mean it's worth it. And now I'll put it right in here on YouTube.
That's what I mean, in chat.
Yep. While you look and see.
Our baby tackling was awesome.
Oh, baby tackling? Yeah, that happens every time we have to chase.
That's a lot of fun.
Chase baby goats.
Oh my God. Do you guys hear her snoring? She's snoring.
I think it did.
Yeah, see, Miss B says, I love that I comment on an old video and you guys answer me.
Oh yeah, it's my. We should break that down in a YouTube video one time. Actually, if you just watched the graduation video, you can almost see a day in the life. That was crazy because we had all those graduations.
That was a little extra special.
Right, but a typical day, I mean, it kind of starts, ends, and in the middle somewhere is I need to go check YouTube to see how many comments we have. And I jump in, and whether I just put a thumbs up or a heart or whatever.
They can hear her.
They can hear her snoring?
They can hear her snoring. Oh my goodness. Oh no, the calling's not over.
I don't.
Are we missing anybody?
It says I missed a call, but...
No, I think that was the one that when our volume wasn't up. Our volume is up.
Yeah, we turned the volume back on. Yeah, you can go ahead and call
again.
Call. And we're pushing almost 10 o'clock, so...
Yeah. If one more call
for
comes
us,
in,
it's
we'll
like
take...
4 a.m. in the UK. You know.
Nobody from the UK called.
No, they're not going to
Just
call.
kidding.
UK, 4 a.m., like long distance. And I'm not answering collect. Seth, anytime, you'll love that guy. Probably. I mean, Gary...
Just, he cusses a lot.
He swears a lot,
so
but
don't use his language.
Pay attention to the message, not the delivery.
Don't get distracted by...
Yeah. But yeah, it was just...
Oh my God, Auntie Barb just said Liz has Shrek slippers on because they're Nike.
Oh yes, Shrek
swoosh.
Slippers.
I did not mean to do that. Missing live PD.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Oh, that new one, live.
Oh my God, have you guys watched the live Animal ER one?
Oh, Brenda's on it. Brenda, I almost zapped that guy out of there. Oh, you didn't zap him. Oh, nope, you did. Nice job.
What did he say?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what he said. I didn't look, but who knows? Yeah. Yep, that's how we keep the community the way it's supposed to. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. I'm back to it.
I'm not back at live.
I am. I might have missed somebody. That's how we keep track. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, phone call.
Go ahead, you take it.
I don't know if I like doing this or not. Okay. Hello, this is Erin and Liz on Q&A. Who are we talking to?
It's Stephanie from Ontario, Canada.
Ah,
Stephanie. How are you? We're good.
Oh.
Thanks for all your help.
Don't start singing.
You're welcome. What did we do this week?
Remember.
With the Swanky Sauce and the lotion.
Yes.
Oh, trying to figure
you know
that
what?
out.
I think your package is going out on Monday. I just put a Canada package out. I think they're getting picked up on Monday.
Okay, that's awesome.
I think I saw one that I know when the label prints, it looks funny. Plus, it costs a lot. Yeah, there's a Canada package going out soon. Yep.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's awesome. And just so you know, we also fixed it. For some reason, the post office does not like shipping boxes. I'm giving the audience a little feedback here.
Oh.
They don't like shipping boxes over 4 pounds to Canada. So like the price going on, if I used UPS or FedEx, that's a different story. I don't even know what that would cost. I just use USPS for everything. And that the dollar amount from 1 pound all the way up to 4 pound, it like maxes at like $25 to ship. But then once you get to 5 pounds, it goes to like $47. It like doubles for 1 extra pound. But then 47 for 5 pounds, and it goes to like 50 for 6 pounds, only $2 more. And then so there's nothing in between 26 and 46. It's weird.
Okay.
But that's why the website was like, we don't know what to do, right? So we fixed it.
Do you have a question now that he talked so much?
Really enjoy your show and everything that you guys do, and it's awesome to see something like that up in Canada.
Oh, that's
nice.
awesome.
Are there goats in Canada?
There is, and I don't think I haven't
Oh no, we're one of a
One
kind.
of a kind,
That-
Stephanie.
I
One
would
of a
I would
kind.
agree with that. Yes, definitely. I watched a couple of live shows on YouTube, and I don't think I've seen any like us. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I
But
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we try to keep it kind of down to earth and funny, and I mean, honestly, this is just us on a normal day anyway.
Pretty
And now
much.
y'all get to watch, which is kind of cool, and get to know the girls, and to be able to share it like we can is. I've always liked to share it with our community, but our reach has only ever been, you know, in Connecticut, and maybe if somebody wanted to drive a little further, they'd come from Massachusetts. But now to be able to share my girls, who I love so much, and like to see other people fall in love with them and love them just as much as I do, and that's just amazing. I could have never ever guessed. When Aaron said I'm putting a live cam in the barn today, I'm like, oh my god, I had no
I asked
idea.
permission. I did ask permission.
You did.
And you said, well, I don't think it's gonna last long. I'm gonna keep it up for a day or two and see what happens.
Who's gonna want to watch a bunch of goats?
Doing what you're doing, it's awesome. It's really, really nice to see how what a nice family that you have and your kids, and yeah, you know, it's great.
No, thank you. Well, we
Thank you.
appreciate you and the community, and to be able to share with you guys is just as much. We're so much thankful for you guys as much as you guys are thankful for us. So
Works both ways. That's great.
it really does.
So I'll look forward to the package then when it gets here. I have a couple friends that are excited to see the stuff that I've ordered as well.
That's
So,
awesome. You'll have to
Do you-
let us
do-
know when you get it and how you like it.
I have a question. Do your girlfriends watch our channel too?
they're starting to. Yeah.
Oh, yes! Yes. Good. See? Sharing the love. More subscribers.
And I was telling my brother yesterday about it as well. He thinks that's just awesome.
Oh, don't worry. Some people will think you're crazy. I get it. You know what? You watch goats? People at my work. I said it earlier. I work a really technical job, and when I'm in that office cubicle environment, and they're like, "Wait a second, you also run a YouTube channel on your farm?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
It's the total opposite of suit and tie life
Yeah.
compared to dirty shorts and goat life. So
Yeah.
they don't believe it.
That's awesome too that you guys are bringing attention to mental health. That's a huge thing up here as well.
Oh, it's a huge
There's
thing.
a lot of initiatives up here as well with youth and
Yep.
middle school kids and high school kids, and there's been a lot of emphasis on that because there are a lot of kids struggling right now with that, and it's great that you guys are putting it out in the public just to bring more attention to it.
Yeah, it was crazy when I started looking at like some statistics and everything, and it was 40 million Americans, not even like from around the world, but 40 million Americans struggle with some kind of just depression and anxiety. That's a very narrow window of mental health, and there's 40 million of them in the United States. We were shocked. The process to like bring Jake to the ER is lined with kids who just,
Yeah.
this world is not okay for our kids to be growing up with all of this technology and access to, being able to hide behind your keyboard, on all of these social media platforms. These kids, some of them used to be, they'd have to bully you to your face, and some of these kids aren't strong enough to actually say something to your face, right? But now you have social media and your cell phone, and these kids who back in the day wouldn't have said anything to your face can now hop onto all these social media platforms and say it and be really mean, and you're getting it
Tough
from
skin.
all over. It
takes a lot. I sometimes sit in the playroom and watch my kids play these online games with kids around, and some of them are real, and
they're very aggressive.
They're right, but they get used to like, oh, we don't listen to that guy. He's always like that. We just let it roll off. Just don't bother him.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to.
But there was also and I don't want to blame the games and all that too much, because there was also a study done once that said kids these days, think about it, Jake, have more best friends If you asked me when I was 13, 14, 15, I had 3, right? I can name them all. You know, Joe Stopko, Matt Elwell, and Mikey Modine. All 3 of them, right? You ask these kids now, they'll say they have 5.
And one's
3,
in Florida.
3 or
one's
4
in
of them, 3 or 4 out of the 5, they've never met in person.
Yeah.
Think about it. We have all our moderators. Tonight's the first time we heard our moderator's voice, and look at how much we all talk, right?
Yeah.
So it's the new day and age of you can make some best friends that you never meet in person. So it's not all bad, but you're right, 100%. The bullying side is really bad.
Yeah.
Right?
And
It can get
really bad.
it could.
and the kids are just overstimulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to handle it because they just don't have that development yet to
Right.
handle that sort of thing. Whereas we as adults can,
Right.
rationalize that type of behavior.
Exactly.
A little easier.
Yep.
Well, and think about it. Sometimes us as adults, some of these situations are hard for us to navigate. And yet here we're trying to expect a 13, 14, 15 years old. Their brains aren't even finished developing yet. They
Right.
can't navigate that. So it's no wonder that mental health, there's such a crisis across every demographic. Every country has this problem. You know, we really all have to start talking about it and normalizing it so that, you know,
That's right.
these kids aren't as at risk for stuff like this. And we have to really start parenting these kids to say, you know, you can't talk to somebody like that.
Right.
I don't care whether it's through social media. I don't care, but your words hurt just as much as you throwing punches. And so I think us parents have to step up and make sure
Right.
that our kids aren't part of the problem, they're part of the solution. Be supportive to that friend that's sitting by themselves at lunch. Don't exclude, include.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's a big one.
For sure.
So, I could go on and on.
Okay, well, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much for calling.
Other questions, but I'll look forward to getting the product soon and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
All right,
you.
thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Sorry, I think I hung up on you, but oh, Canada. I have my Canada cards over there somewhere. I gotta hang those up.
Probably
I
learn
wanted to jump in and say, Matthew James, thank you for your service.
Yes.
We're glad you appreciate the camera. And my dad did 35 years in the Army, in the military, and retired a couple years, or 5, 6 years, a while ago.
A while ago now. It's
Yeah.
been like 10 years.
Been-
Solid.
Oh, yeah, you're
Jake
right.
was like a baby. It's closer to 13.
Good boy. He retired a long
It was
time
just
ago.
yesterday, you
Well,
know,
yeah.
the other day.
Yeah, thank you again
Thank
for
you
your
for
service.
your service.
And,
And keep watching the goats.
yeah.
I mean, they are the best kind of medicine. Oh, we're getting another call. You
Oh,
gotta
we
pick
are.
that up.
Oh, we got another one.
I did the last one.
Hello, this is Aaron and Liz. Who are we speaking to with?
Yeah, that's very good. It's Jen W. from the UK.
It's Jen W. from the UK.
Hi, Jen W.
Oh my God! All right, we're gonna start with what time is it there?
It is 2:57 in the morning.
Oh, I love the
57
voice.
in the morning.
Very much like, you know, I've had a lot on my plate, but I've been 100% working as I'm coming and going past my laptop. I've seen everything that's been going on. Hi to all the chatters. I apologise for not coming and chatting, but all you guys have been in my heart all the way through. I've been thinking of you, pulling for you, and it's great to speak to you all.
Oh, you too.
Oh, this is
Jen
so much fun.
W. from the UK is on. Oh, that's great.
Oh, Jen W has been on the channel since, well, on the live camera.
Because I've got my laptop round right back, but you're only just answering me on the phone.
Oh yeah, it gets a little confusing.
But I must go back and give it later.
Yes, yeah, you'll have to rewind.
Yeah.
You've been on the chat for how long?
Anyway,
I think you've been in our chat since you saw all the baby goats born. I think you did.
I've been in the chat. I've been on the camera since it was up for about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
3
that's what I'm
minutes.
saying.
Yeah.
She's like one of the founding.
When I first went on.
She's one of the OGs.
You're an OG.
Yeah.
I've got to mute my laptop completely because it's distracting. I had it down low, but it's distracting.
It does.
Yes.
We have that on our phones too.
Yeah, I came won't go into details, but I've had my laptop on and I walk past and I watch what goes on during the day, and I've kept abreast of everything that's been going on, the ups, the downs, and everything. So I'm fully with what's happened.
That's
And
awesome.
I love you guys. I've got great respect. And I must say, while I had the chance, Liz, stop picking on Aaron.
Oh, I thought you were on my side.
I think I'm going to the UK now. I'm taking a trip.
You know.
Tomorrow here, I just thought I'd get that in. Aaron, you work like anything with those animals, and as much as I know Liz loves her goats, the way you saved some of those little ones, it just got to me, and I think a lot of the chatters felt the same way, that we held our breaths and we wanted to give you a hug, particularly as much as Liz. I know it was emotional for Liz, but we wanted to hug you, Aaron, because you were incredible.
Thank you. We learned about 3 years ago that you know, there's I don't want to call it a skill, but there's
some things that you're just naturally talented at, and apparently Aaron's hidden talent is being able to go into a goat, reposition, and pull them out.
Yep, and it's almost, and the vet will tell you, it's almost like an art.
You have to
You know,
close your eyes
You
and
have to,
mentally see it.
yeah. If you ever played that game,
Fantastic team with Liz's heart and Aaron's, you know, then roll your sleeves up.
yeah, we still don't know what I
We
do
don't know
around
what he
here.
does, but we love him.
Yeah, we
and I kid with you because I love you. I'm not trying
I
to pick on
understand.
you.
I
This is
understand.
our relationship
Yeah.
in outside the barn. I always pick on him.
Yeah,
He
pretty
picks
much.
on me too, though.
Yeah.
He does.
Well, when you had the battle, when you had the quiz, I was Team Aaron because everybody else seemed to be Team Liz.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I
Can
can't.
be Team Aaron.
Yeah.
You've got a friend out there.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
we love you, Jan W.
Well, thanks for calling in.
If you'd like a call from the UK, that was all. So I won't hold up the line to anybody else, but I just wanted to grab the opportunity to say hi and give you my best, and I must try and get in chatters more. So
All right.
Yeah,
Perfect.
hop in anytime.
Anytime.
Thank you so much for calling in.
that's right. Love you all.
Love
Okay,
you.
love ya.
Bye.
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 Oh my god, that was so awesome!
Team Aaron. I'm making a shirt. I'm just kidding.
I don't get
It's
a
not
shirt.
happening.
He
Not
gets
happening.
Team Aaron
No,
shirt.
no.
That'd be creepy
That's
when somebody
creepy.
walks around with
Yeah,
your face
Team
on.
Aaron. You know,
Your face
Not
on the
happening.
shirt going Team Aaron.
yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be
So,
funny. Okay.
so I'm just gonna jump back. I saw, and it's already. I hope the camera didn't die. You
no,
live
I'm
there?
on. Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, good, because mine's just spinning away. So before something stupid happens, we might have to end soon. Seth, our little ones go to a magnet school. They went just a different
Yeah.
education, science, technology, math, engineering from kindergarten all the way through 5th.
Yeah.
Just
So now
the
3 of them.
technology. I mean, every kid in the school has an iPad. Like the technology they have
They
there.
make robots. and-
Yeah, it's something
program
unfortunately
things.
Salem can't provide, so
Yeah.
that's why they
Yeah.
go. That's
Yep.
that's the reason.
That's
pretty
it.
much.
But they come back to Salem in 6th grade, so.
Yep.
I
I think we're gonna wrap it up.
I
think
think
we're good. We
so.
should end on the UK call.
That was epically high. Yes.
That was, yeah. And then I went back and saw in chat that she's like, "I'm trying to get through." I saw it.
I'm glad
Yeah.
she got through. That was
Yeah.
really, really cool. And yes, her accent was awesome.
Yes,
I do love a good British accent.
that was a good one.
Yeah, everybody says, "Oh my god, I love the accents."
Bye, Seth. Seth was just jumping out. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what they were planning on doing budget-wise. All right, so have we caught up with everything?
I think we're pretty much caught up. I saw AKA Hope jumped in. Remember?
Hi!
She
Yes.
did. Hey everyone, thank you so much for all the kind words. This is the first time chatting for me. Da, 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 da. Yes.
Oh, yay!
Yes.
Oh, you're here now.
That's it.
You're in. You're.
Yep.
Oh,
What? What happened?
nothing.
All right, outstanding Q&A. Somebody just said. So my
thank
phone
you. We
crashed.
are definitely gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna
on
wrap
that.
it up. I forgot to eat dinner.
I'm gonna change my phone number and no.
Yeah.
Please don't call me.
Don't call that number anymore. No, I mean
No, that
seriously,
was really
that number we don't pick it up.
We
so.
don't. So.
Yeah. So even if
And
you
it was-
call it, you're not gonna get anybody until we do this again, which we probably won't do it every Saturday or
No.
every Q&A.
No.
We can't.
It'll
Yeah.
be for special occasions.
Yeah, we'll mix it up.
Poor
every-
Stella.
Yeah, I mean
God,
Stella,
what do we do with her?
she's gonna be awake all night now.
No, that's the thing. I get it. Like, oh, you don't want her to sleep. It's like a baby. You want to keep him up. Nope, she'll still sleep all
will.
night long.
She will.
She has a bedtime, and it doesn't
and
matter
it's
where.
like 8 o'clock, and
It doesn't matter where she is when that time
Right.
comes around. She's falling asleep when that.
Oh,
happens.
hello.
Hi, Sadie.
Hi, Sadie. Did you
Was
want
it you
some
I
of my
was supposed
water
to give a kiss to?
too?
She's like, sure, I'll drink some.
Here, hang on. I gotta squeeze it so your nostril fits
Oh, Greta's upset. There, you want some?
it. No, she don't want it. It smells like dog. All right, so that's it. We're wrapping it
Alright,
up.
we're good.
Yep, we're good.
This is where we actually have to get up and turn
Sewer
the camera
gets
off.
real weird
There's
because we
no
don't know how
like
to end.
commercial break. Like,
Right, we need to like dun, 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 like some music. I don't know. All right, I'm getting up. I'm putting you guys back up on the wall. Get back on the wall where you belong.
the flies on the wall.
Yep.
Midge and Molly, is that their name? The flies that
The
live in
flies?
the
I
pan?
think they've named the flies on the wall. Yeah.
Wait till they reproduce. That'll be fun.
Oh, yep.
Gonna name all the babies. We're gonna have an MC.
Who's yapping? Is it
Greta.
Greta?
Yeah. Probably just realized.
Hi,
Ooh, it's not
Lucy.
here. I got you.
Hi, look at this little tog party over here before.
Tog puddle.
A tog puddle.
Oh, that's just her and her babies. They've just gotten so big.
They've gotten so big
So
it looks.
that is Grace and Evelyn right there. So the way you can tell Grace, obviously she doesn't have any waddles, but Evelyn has commas. Watch her, she's gonna do it again.
Jeez.
Genevieve almost ate the wire again. Evelyn has commas for waddles. Like they look like commas.